Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. Happy Monday everyone. Yes, Monday again. And I know it's been a couple of weeks, but we are back on the Mallard and I've only got 3 issues here and we're not doing a great deal. It's another jam-packed weekend for me, doing various other bits and pieces, which is why there's not been a Mallard Monday for a couple of weeks. Obviously there was the absolutely epic mod from Mike Lane for Kit. That pretty much took an entire weekend. Last weekend, I was busy with just family stuff. This weekend, I've got a bit of time that I'm squeezing these 3 issues in. And as I say, there's not much to do, so it is a squeeze. And unfortunately, there's going to be another couple of weeks where there will not be a Mallard Monday. This coming weekend, I'm going to be in Telford at the IPMS show. I'll be there with the Plymouth Scale Model Association, displaying some of the models that I've built. And the following weekend, my sister-in-law is getting married. So unfortunately, I'm going to be not able to do another Mallard Monday then either. There will probably be another couple of videos in the week and possibly next week on the channel because I've got a couple of things already pre-recorded. I just need to put them back together. So check out the channel for those. But as I said, there will not be a Mallard Monday for a couple of weeks. So let's get into this one. And let's get building.
Welcome to the workshop. Tools are ready to play. We're gonna build something great. Starting here today. Piece by piece we go now.
Right, so here we have the 3 issues of the Mallard that I'm doing today. As I said, there isn't a great deal to do. You can see the parts we have already here. So I'll flick through all the magazines. So 75, we have the wheel and the axle. And then as you can see, we've basically just got some more painting to do. And I will get to a painting video and I'll try and group it into a larger video. And we've got Britain's Railways and Great Railway Journeys. And then we've got 76. Now, I'm actually not going to do 76. We've got these parts here, and all we need to do with those is drill some holes in it. And the rest of this is just painting. Most of it's actually just all clear coat over what we've already painted. Obviously, not yet painted. But that's it for those. So it's just drilling holes, and we're not even using those, so I'm not going to worry about drilling the holes in this time around. I'll do it when we come to actually put them onto the engine. We've got Mallard Story. We've got Classic Locomotives. And that's it for 76. And then in 77, we've got a wheel, screw. We've got some more 1mm wire, which is not I've not pulled out at the minute because we're not using it in this stage. And as you can see, we're just putting the wheel in place there. And then what we do need to do is just basically do a test fit of the top part of the chassis onto the lower part. I need to find where I'll put these screws because I can't seem to find them at a minute. So I won't actually be screwing that in place, but it does say we need to take it apart again anyway. Then we've got Britain's Railways and Classic Locomotives. So, not a great deal to do at all. So, obviously starting with 75, we had the axle and the wheel and our little grub screw or bolt. And using our Allen key, we're just going to screw that one in place, like so. And that is all there's to do, apart from the painting in issue 75. We weren't even told to put it onto the chassis. 76, as I said, we're just meant to be drilling some holes into that. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mark the packet as 76. And when it comes to actually using those, that's when I'll do the drilling of those holes and getting those in place. So moving on to the last issue, which is 77. We're just going to place our axle into there, making sure not to disrupt the spring that's there. Make sure that does still sit below that bush. like so. And then I'm just going to take our other wheel and our other bolt. And we're going to screw that one in there. Now, I'm not tightening these too tight because I believe we need to take these off again anyway when it comes obviously painting the chassis, etc. So that is our rolling chassis. As you can see, the middle wheels there do have a little bit of spring. And all the wheels are running absolutely perfectly. Now, the last thing we need to do is test fit this. Now, it has said in the magazine we might need to cut this down, but there's also this protrusion here. Now, I think, I haven't double checked in a previous magazine, that I think this needs to be this long because I think we're going to be attaching something to it later on, and it actually comes out of this hole here. And I think the easy way to do this is to get the hole over that one, and then we just slide the chassis down over the top. Now, it does look like I am going to have to cut a piece off that larger brass rod just so that it doesn't foul. I think it needs to come back this way a little bit, but as I'm going to take this off in a minute, I'll do that in a second. The only other thing we need to do is screw this down, as I said. However, I'm not sure what I've done with the screws, so they will be found at some point, or a suitable alternative. They're only an M2 screw if you're in the same position as me. But the other thing we need to do is apparently check its level. So we've got a ruler here. Now, they haven't given us a height. They just said make sure it's level. So I'm going to push that down on there so all the wheels are contracted with those springs. And I'm just going to take a measurement at the front, which is approximately 3 centimeters. I'll take a measurement at the back, which again is about the same. And then we do the same at the side, and at the side. And I'm fairly happy that is level. As I said, it doesn't give you a measurement of what that level should be. I just wanted you to check that it was level. And to be fair, I'm not actually sure how you would adjust it if it wasn't. But that is all there's to do in those stages. Next time we get to this, there is some more bits to do around the frame of this, which is why we're probably not putting this in place fully at the minute, and we need to take this apart again. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please remember to hit the like button below and give us a massive thumbs up. So, short and sweet video today. Really nothing to do in issue 76 apart from drilling those holes, and I will either do that a little bit later off camera or wait until we're actually putting those onto the engine and we need those holes in place. So you might see that in a future issue. Obviously, we've got the 8 wheels now on our chassis, and that's looking like that. At the end of that issue, we do need to take the top off of there again, mainly because I think we are working on more of the chassis frame next time. As I said, it will not be next week because I am going to be at the IPMS show in Telford. So if you are heading that way, pop along to the Plymouth Scale Model Association table. Hopefully I'll be there, and pop along and say hi. And the following weekend, I'm not going to be around because my sister-in-law is getting married. So won't be around then either. But hopefully normal service will resume in a couple of weeks' time. If you want to see that or anything else that goes on in the workshop, please do remember to hit the subscribe button and ding the bell, and then you get notified when I release new videos. There will hopefully be a couple of more videos coming out in the next couple of days, and hopefully during the week that I'm not going to be doing Mallard. I've got a couple of things pre-recorded, including the Plymouth Scale Model Association. I've recorded a little bit for weathering and static grass. So they will be coming up soon as well. So be sure to stay tuned and watch out for those videos if you're interested in those. Until the next time, I'll see you around. Cheers!